everybody, and welcome back again. Today we are gonna speak about Unit 3, and this is our title, Just the Job for You. And through the title, you are gonna know what we are gonna talk about. Yes, jobs. But before taking our unit, let's dive in our lesson by a question. The first question, what job do you think each person does? What other people jobs? And number 2, who makes the most money? And number 3, who likes a challenge? Challenge is difficult task or difficult work and interesting. And now, before taking our vocabulary, we are gonna take a test. Don't be afraid, it's not a test for a mark. It's called a career test. You tell me, master, what is the meaning of career? Career is the job that you work in. Like me, I work as a teacher. I'm an English teacher, so this is my career. And now we are gonna take the career test. You know why? It's for you. Yes, it's for you to know which job you will take or you will work in the future. So let's discover it. The first question, and get ready now. Are you interested in a job that requires further study? Requires here means needs, and further study means more study, hard study. Are you interested in a job like this? If you are interested, say yes. If you aren't interested, say no. If it's not important for you, say it doesn't matter. It's question number 1. Question number 2. Would you like a job where you have to know a foreign language? And if you don't understand the meaning of foreign language, it's like English. So English is a foreign language for you because you don't live in England. You live in Egypt. You don't live in the United States. So English is a second language for you. So English, French, German are foreign languages. And we have some jobs that require a foreign language. So are you interested? If it's yes, say yes. If it's no, say no. If it's not important for you, say it doesn't matter. For question number 3, would you rather be a mathematician or an entertainer? So rather here means prefer, like something more than other thing. So do you want to be a mathematician like a math teacher or an entertainer like the actors? The actors entertain people. What is the meaning of entertain? Entertain means you make others happy and interested and excited. So the actors do that in their films. So yes or no, or it doesn't matter. Question number 4. Would you like to work indoors or outdoors? Indoors means you work in your home, like working online. It's called indoors. And working outdoors means you leave your home and take a transport and go to your work like me. So it's an outdoor work. So now, do you like working indoors? Put a circle. Or do you like working outdoors? Put a circle. Or if it's not important for you, say it doesn't matter. And after that, number 5. Do you prefer working with others or on your own? This means working in a group or individual, alone, with others, on my own, alone, it doesn't matter. After that, number 6. How important to you is a high salary? The salary is the money you are paid every month. It's your salary. Are you interested in a high salary? Very important for you? Not very important, or it doesn't matter? So for number 7, do you enjoy challenges? Challenges, as I told you, hard things and interesting. Do you enjoy these things? Okay, yes or no, or it doesn't matter. After that, number 8. Would you like to do a job where you help others or animals? So, if it's interesting for you, say yes. And if you aren't interested, say no. And if it's not important for you, say it doesn't matter. This is for our career test. Through this career test, you can or you may know which job you will take in the future after finishing your learning. And now, let's start in our vocabulary. Our vocabulary, vocab number 1. So, inventor. As you see here in this picture, this person is an inventor. Because the inventor is a person who creates or discovers something new. And create means make something new. This is inventor. For number 2. Number 2 is a word called flavor. Flavor means how food or drink tastes. It's the flavor of food, the taste of food. After that, versions. The mobile phones and the computers and cars have versions, have old versions, and we have new versions. They are copies that different from one another, and a new form of something that is different from other forms. It's called version. After that, cinnamon. Cinnamon is something used for giving a special taste to cake or sweets, as you see here in the picture. After that, experience. If you have experience in something, this means you can do it perfectly. When you be a doctor or an engineer, you will work for years and you will have the experience. If you have experience, this means you can do your work well. You know what you should do in something because you have passed it before, or you did it many times before. This is called experience. After that, industry. Industry is the companies, the factories, and the products we make in the factories. So cars, mobile phones, and many things, clothes are products, and they are made in the factories. All of that called industry. After that, creative. Creative is an adjective. So the creative person is someone who creates or makes new things. He is creative. After that, confident. Also confident is an adjective. So here, to make sure you can do well in something. If you are sure that you can do well, that you can do perfectly in something, this means you are self-confident of yourself. After that, artistic. And also, it's an adjective and it's related to art, like this picture. After that, retire. If you become 50 or 55 or 60, you are old. So you may stop working and stay home. This means you retire. Retire means to leave your job or stop working because of your old age. retire. After that, animator. Animator is a person whose job to create new films, like the cartoon films. So here, someone who makes animated films or drawing. This is called animator, as you see here in this picture. After that, suit. Suit here as a noun is a suit you wear as a man, like my suit. But here I'm speaking about suit as a verb, not a noun. Suit as a verb is something that is good for somebody. If the thing is good for you, this means it suits you. Okay? So, if working as a doctor is good for you, this means this job suits you. After that, thrilled. Thrilled is an adjective. If you are very happy and excited, you don't need to say I'm very happy and excited. You can abbreviate it in one adjective. And what is this adjective? I'm thrilled. So here, extremely happy. Extremely means very. Extremely happy about something means you are thrilled. After that, storyboards. As you see here, they are storyboards, and we use them in the animation cartoons. So they are a series of drawing. Series is a group, a series of drawing showing the actions that happen in a story. After that, advertisement. And here we can say that it's something that you see in the television, like the advertisement of Orange or Vodafone or any new product. So it may be a film or a short film or a picture or a short film that is made to show a new product to people. After that, major. Major is an adjective, and the major thing is more important, bigger, higher. So it's called major. Major means more important, bigger, and more serious of the others. More serious of the others means more important of the same type. After that, challenging. And as I told you, challenging is difficult and interesting thing you do. After that, athletic. Athletic is a person who is strong and good at a sport. After that, advisor. Actually, this job is not common here, but in some countries, this job is very common. So this person is a person who can give you an advice about anything before you do it. Advice means what should you do. So here, someone whose job is to give advice about a subject, and subject is something. After that, teenagers. And we have taken this before, if you remember. Teenagers are a young person between 13 and 19 years old. After that, stunt. Stunt is an exciting action in a film. So, any exciting or dangerous action in a film called stunt. And by the way, to your information, who makes these actions? Not the actors. They are other people who can do it. And those people called stunt actors. Like this one. He is not the real actor. He is another one because it's so dangerous for the real actor. Stunt and exciting action. Usually in a film that needs to be done by someone who is skilled, means who has the skill, and the skill means the ability to do something. After that, nursery teacher. A teacher who works in a kindergarten. It's called nursery teacher. After that, flight attendant. And someone who serves passenger on an airplane, as you see here in this picture. After that, civil engineer. It's a type of engineers, kind of engineers. The engineer who designs the buildings, and he can design buildings on the computer, or he can design it by drawing on a special paper. So a person who plans and designs buildings is called civil engineer. After that, civil servant. Civil servant is a person who works in a company, and this company is a company that is special for buildings. After that, a person who works in the civil service. After that, qualification. So, what is the meaning of this word, qualification? I'll give you now a story. If you go take a course in drawing or a course in anything, after finishing this course, you get a special paper, and this special paper is called certificate. So, qualification means the certificates that you have and the skills that you have to do a job. They are called qualifications. So now, an ability or experience that makes you accepted for a job or activity, it's called qualification. After that, employ. Employ is a verb. So if you have a company, or in the future if you will have a company, you need employers to work in your company, and you will employ them. Employ them means you make them work in your company and you give them a salary. So to have someone do a job for you and you pay them means you give them salary. After that, salary. Salary is an amount of money you are paid every month. After that, colleagues. Colleagues, someone you work with is your colleague. So, after that, take on. We have in English language some phrasal or many phrasal verbs. What is the meaning of phrasal verb? It's a verb that takes a preposition to make or to give a specific meaning, because we have a big difference between take and take on a meaning. So here, take on means to fight or compete in a competition against someone or something. It's called take on. After that, fill in. Also, fill in is a phrasal verb. We have a difference between fill and fill in. So, fill in means if your colleague, do you remember the meaning of colleague? Colleague is a person who works with you in the same place. So, if your colleague is a little bit tired or ill or can't come to work today, you can do his job instead of him because he can't do it. This means you fill in. So, to do someone else's work for them because they can't or will not do it themselves, and this is a kind of help. After that, setup. So here, setup is the way in which things are organized or arranged. Like what? When I enter the class and tell you I want to change the setup of the class, this means I want to change the shape of desks. We can make it group, we can make it like the U letter, we can make it at any shape, but it must be organized. This means setup. Can you see the setup here? It's very organized. It's called setup. So the way in which things are organized or arranged, and organized equal arranged in meaning. After that, close down. Close down means stop working or making new products. Like we have a factory and we will close down. This means we will stop working in this factory, or we will stop making new products. This means close down. And now we have finished our vocabulary.